Okay, welcome back everyone. This is the Raiders rebuild franchise. We are in the playoffs in year 3. We made the number 1 seed after going 14-3. We're taking on the Chargers in the divisional round. As you can see the field here, Texans are taking on the Ravens, and then the Giants taking on the Falcons, and the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cardinals. We're going to do our strategy, and then we're going to simulate. I don't know why it's suggesting scramble for that. Okay, we're going to simulate, see if we can pick up another playoff win here, like we did last year. And we do pick up the win, 38-20. We got to take on the Baltimore Ravens next. And in the NFC, it is Green Bay versus Atlanta. Texans won by 2 touchdowns as well. Jaden Daniels had a good game, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Harris over 100 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Mayer had a big game, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns, 84 yards for Devontae Adams, and 1 touchdown. One sack for Crosby. Only sack on the day, unfortunately. Had a few tackles for losses, though. Okay, we are going to simulate and see if we can make it to the Super Bowl here. And we do 17-10. Jaden Daniels, Player of the Week. That's nice, despite the low-scoring game. Did outgain them in both areas, rushing and passing. Not a very good day on the ground. Only 3.9 yards per carry for Harris. Mayer had 2 touchdowns, 50 yards. Adams 70 yards. Harris had 40 receiving yards. That's surprising. Haven't been used to seeing him in the passing game. We will take on the Falcons, who is one of the oldest franchises to not have a championship. Patrick Mahomes, MVP. Jaden Daniels team close, second. Max Crosby was also in the top 10. And we miss out on Coach of the Year for whatever reason. Giants get it. Brian Daboll. Offensive Player of the Year, Isaiah Pacheco. Mayer was close. Did have 2 guys in the top 4. Max Crosby got Defensive Player of the Year. almost had Defensive Rookie of the Year in Peterson. Every coach's dream is to hoist the Lombardi Trophy as confetti rains down, and you have a chance to do that for the first time this week. What would a win mean to you? Everything. Like you said, every coach dreams of this moment, so it would mean everything to me. All the work we put in is to prepare for this moment when we have the opportunity to call ourselves champions. It's pretty close as far as the ratings go. 89 offense to 89 offense. 87 defense to 85 defense, and 88 overall to 87 overall. And we are going to dive in and play. We're going to play on the offense.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Falcons, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and You know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, that he's into the clear. Loose inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl. He's been reliable all year, and he continues that reliability here on the biggest stage.
And when we were in a production meeting with the offensive coordinator, didn't he kind of mention, maybe even smile about the idea of running the football? It's worked well for them.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are on the board. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000? One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go.
I was trying to slide. I was hoping he'd, get past the line of scrimmage and slide quickly.
Scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do.
But
either tuck it and go, or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Harris running straight ahead. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams. 27 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played right.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. 136 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's 1st and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them 1st and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Shifts by him, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Lynch, he's got it on the draw. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They run again on 1st down. Lynch knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's got some space here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds.
I thought for sure that was going to be a touchdown there.
A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Harris diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
And how nice.
So we are in the final minute now of the 1st half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Black. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I wish it wouldn't do hurry up when you go out of bounds. I don't know why it does that.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! Michael Mayer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Getting the call, Lynch running left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Lynch. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On the give, this is Harris. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Tyrell Dodson collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. 3rd down and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From a yard out. And the Raiders will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
That drive that really increased their cushion.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Wow, 185 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
First down, the run with Lynch. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Lynch up the middle. 4 yards the game. A third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They go right back to him for 20 and a first. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders are starting to... Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
2nd down and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Myers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And how about this? Viva Las Vegas! The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
.94 completion percentage for Jaden Daniels. Drayton May had a good game too. Had nearly three guys reach 100 yards rushing. Harris 186, Lynch 100, and Daniels 89. Deshaun Robinson had a good game on the ground. Adams led the way in yards, 129, 1 touchdown. Black had 50 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mayer 35, 1 touchdown. Robinson also contributed in the receiving game. Pitts 90 yards, London 135, 3 touchdowns. Crosby 1.5 sacks, Givens 1 sack, Rogers 1 sack, and Wilson 1 half sack. No tackles for loss. What did the Falcons do? Yeah, they had quite a few tackles for losses, but well, we break the curse for the Raiders. Finally bring a championship to the Raiders. As we stated at the beginning of this series, it had been since 1983 when the Raiders last won its Super Bowl championship. 4 decades later, finally get it back. Bring the Lombardi Trophy back to the Raiders. And over 2 decades since their last Super Bowl appearance. And we get contract extended for 1 year. And Jaden Daniels won MVP. Yeah, let's take a look back at the last time the Raiders were in the Super Bowl. Losing 48-21 to Tampa Bay. Rich Gannon, that's a throwback for MVP. And then 83. And 76. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I think we'll do at least one more season, run it back, see how they do. But yeah, the series is nearing the end. We're going to try and prepare for the college football game when that comes out. Try and have several different series with that. Probably a dynasty, probably a road to glory, at least one of each. I haven't decided what teams or anything I'm going to do yet, but yeah, I'm excited for that game, but still want to do at least another year in this franchise before we get into the college football game. That is fast approaching. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care.